in the world.
I don't know.
I don't know. But,
Were they like fighting? Was it like a terrorist movie? Like they were fighting terrorists?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So nothing new and exciting in the world of imagination and Hollywood writing, but
Exactly.
Russian terrorists. We're back. We're back in the 80s.
I'm trying to think of any other sort of recent movies I've seen.
Well, those trailers came out. The Lord of the Rings trailer.
Oh, The Hobbit, yeah.
And the Batman trailer came out.
Yeah, The Hobbit. Actually, come to think of it, like it looked cool, but like it didn't really catch me.
No, it's on. How do you get just caught up back into that, right? Like, how do you get caught up into it again? Because, when you first see the first Lord of the Rings, the first trailer for it, this is this new and exciting series. Now it's just sort of like, well, it's a prequel, right? So it's just sort of a continuation.
It's before it, yeah.
Continuation. So, I mean, like
I
read
read
they show the shots of New Zealand and everything. Oh, this is all beautiful, but all right. See something new.
I read The Hobbit, and like that was an awesome book. But when I looked at like the trailer,
you read too. That's good.
I can read too. That's fucking a miracle.
You're talented.
I know. It was like I was looking at the, I read The Hobbit. It was a great book. And then I looked at the trailer, and I looked at like the dwarves in it, and they're all like handsome and like good looking.
You were sort of turned on slightly about that.
No, like they're supposed to be like grunty motherfuckers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
They're supposed to have huge beards and like old and like.
That's what I remember of the trailer. What the hell? What were you watching?
What are you talking about? Like
I remember a bunch of like bearded.
They did
Weird chins and stuff.
They did, like some of them, but there was probably like 5 or 6 of them that were
just
like
dead sexy.
That were just dead sexy dwarves that
dead sexy dwarves.
And that's not what the dwarves are supposed to look like.
I want to see
the next porno.
Yeah, the next porn. Dead sexy dwarves.
Cum Guzzlers 3.
Cum Guzzlers 3. That's hidden away somewhere in my house.
Dead sexy dwarves. That'd be a good one. That'd be the follow-up to The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Or the Hobbit. Dead sexy dwarves. They were. Like, if you take a look at the trailer, there's like...
Alright, I'll watch again sometime.
Shut up.
Sometime.
Just shut up. You're going to watch it again.
Yeah.
Today. Anyways.
I'll be checking out the dwarves.
You'll be checking out how sexy they are. Yeah, but then the Batman came out, I think, a couple days before that, or a week before that, the trailer. And hey, I gotta say, I'm...
it looks sick. It looks like a great movie. Obviously, it's really hard. Again, it's the same thing with The Lord of the Rings. It's hard to get blown away because you're like, Joker's not in it.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to
Bane
follow.
looks pretty cool. Apparently there's some people complaining about Bane's voice already. Because there was some... Like, if you were watching, I don't know what movie it was, but if you were watching some film at IMAX, there was a 6-minute prologue of the next Batman movie. And people were complaining that you couldn't understand what Bane was saying. And so, I guess the producers went up to Christopher Nolan and was like, all right, you gotta change this. You gotta change his voice up so people understand him. And Christopher Nolan was like, no, fuck you.
What was his voice like? I can't even remember from the trailer. What's it really like?
I think it's kind of auto-tuned. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, he had like the mask
not
thing
quite
on.
Lil Wayne thing, but there's some auto-tuning going on in his voice. He's got some mask on.
Yeah, he's got the mask on.
I don't understand the history of Bane, but what the mask is for, but...
Isn't he supposed to be like a universal kind of soldier? Just some sort of like badass soldier that the military, kind of like a Captain America almost, but like more fucked up in the head, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. I've never really read the comics or anything. I slightly remember him from the cartoons, so we used to watch when we were younger.
Yeah.
I just remember him being like the Juggernaut, just some jacked big guy from some serum he had to take.
I think what kind of ruined Bane for me when I was younger was that one Batman movie. Now how they made him just like a big oaf. It was the one with like Poison Ivy in it and like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh my god!
I think they rated it the worst movie ever made. But yeah, I think like for years
that was Arnold was in it. You were saying, right?
Yeah, for years and years that movie just like ruined Bane for me.
Horrible.
So hopefully this one turns it around. Well, it should.
It's sure. I mean, what like it's the same guy who's done the last two, Christopher Nolan.
And Tom Hardy's a sick actor. So.
Yeah, he's coming up. I haven't seen that movie that he was just in. That
he was like in Inception, The Warrior.
That's the one. That's one that came out recently.
He was fucking like Shinzon in Star Trek, and who else was he? He was in some other pretty good ones.
Yeah. But he's kind of coming up, eh?
Yeah, he's coming up.
I don't think he'll ever be that popular though.
No, I think he's British or English.
Yeah, so that's it for him.
Yeah.
No chance for you, buddy.
Well, there's like, he's not going to get like America popular.
No, that's the thing. I don't know. He would have to be in some sort of series of movies. Like he would have to be in the first one. He would have to be just a fun character to watch, and then everybody would recognize him. But I mean, he's just sort of playing those odd roles right now. That they look good movies, right? Good movies, but
yeah, it was
no one that people give a shit.
Yeah,
nothing that people give a shit about.
Yeah, for the Warrior, I think that's more of like that kind of genre. You have to like it, so it's not too like.
I think
mainstream.
that's for the Warrior. Looks like it's more for like just movie lovers, like people who just like a good story, good acting, good drama and stuff like that, right? Because then there's just general movies that, since everybody's fucking idiots, they just love anyways. So, what's number 2 right now? I think number 2 is that Alvin and the Chipmunks movie. Let's not see The Warrior. Let's see what's Chipwrecked. It's called Chipwrecked.
Chipwrecked.
Yeah, the second. It's a second movie too. All right, like we already had one bullshit Alvin and the Chipmunks movie, and we got another one called Chipwrecked.
Do you know if My Name Is Earl is in it?
Yeah, I think it's him.
I forgot his name, but
yeah. I don't think anybody knows his name, so it's okay. Yeah, no, it's just looks horrible. They just show flashes of it in the trailer of them singing like Lady Gaga or something.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's number 2 currently. Everybody's watching that one. So, don't watch good movies.